Hello there. Today I'm going to be talking about what you should be asking a travel advisor to make sure that they're the right one for you.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
If you've watched any other videos on my channel, you know that I am a travel advisor. I specialize in Walt Disney World, Europe, and the Caribbean for families. I'm really passionate about helping busy families take a break from that busy. You can get so overwhelmed with, the dentist appointments and violin lessons and soccer games and birthday parties and all of those obligations on top, all of your kids' obligations on top of all of your obligations. You're working, you're trying to keep a home, which is a full-time job, and you just have so much on you that it's hard to take a break from that and to kind of reset your family and reconnect. And so it's really important to me to help families take a break from that busy and find the time to become a family again, to spend time together, to have meaningful shared experiences. I also believe that traveling with kids while they're young raises open-minded, culturally curious adults that can, make the world a better place. So it's really important to me to work with families that are looking for that. So I might not be the best fit for somebody who is a young couple looking for adventure travel to Southeast Asia. But I have a plethora of colleagues who I can refer you to. So if you're planning a trip and it's something I can't help you with, I will definitely let you know. There are some trips beyond what I plan that what I specialize in that I do enjoy planning. I do love planning river cruises because that's how I love to travel. Unfortunately, they are 18 plus, so families can't really do them unless you are traveling with Adventures by Disney. But for the most part, like Viking river cruises, AMA waterways, you're not going to have a ton of family-friendly options. But I do love booking those because that's how I love to travel when I'm traveling without my kids. Anyway, so that was a lot about me and not a lot about how to pick a travel advisor. I'm sorry, the internet has really changed the role of a travel agent to a travel advisor. And in fact, the reason I keep calling it a travel advisor is because the American Association of Travel Agents recently changed their name to the American Association of Travel Advisors because the role has changed so greatly from when you needed a travel agent to write your airplane ticket. Obviously, you can go online and buy your airplane ticket right from the airline. You don't need a travel agent for that anymore. You don't even need a travel agent to book packages on things because of Expedia and Booking.com. But what those places don't do is care about you. They don't tell you if you are booking a resort that's not in a great area of town. They are not going to have your back if something goes wrong. So one of the things I think has happened or I'm hoping has happened because of the coronavirus pandemic and the halts to all travel. The travel industry's been hit really hard, including travel advisors like myself. And I'm hoping that it's made people see the value of using a travel advisor. There's been so many people who are fighting with the online booking engines like Expedia to get their money back. There are people who are spending 2 to 3 days on hold with Costco trying to make changes. Whereas the people who booked with their travel advisor have 10-15 minute calls with me to tell them about their options, and then I'm on the phone doing that for them. So I think that using a travel advisor is really important now. Do I think you should use a travel advisor for a long weekend to go visit your cousin? No. But if you are making any sort of monetary investment, you want to have someone who can help protect you from mistakes, common travel mistakes, because we do this all day, every day. We know the common things to ask. We know when you're visiting certain destinations, we have vendors that we trust And I think for us, the coronavirus has showed us what vendors we're going to continue to use and what vendors we're not, based on how they reacted to the issues. But there's so many benefits, and many travel agents, including myself, do not charge a planning fee. We get paid commission. So we're able to help you for the same cost as you would book direct online, that you would pay otherwise. So it really behooves you to use a travel advisor just to have that added sense of security. But not all travel advisors are going to be a good fit for you. You want to make sure that they line up with what you're looking for. Are you looking for a planning partner, someone who's going to kind of be a back and forth and help you plan, but also want to make sure that's personalized and is perfect for you and your family? Then someone like me would be a really good fit for you. If you're looking for someone to say, here are 3 options, pick one, these are the packages I offer, there's travel agents who do that. I've worked with some people that, weren't really a great fit for me because they just wanted me to plan their trip for them without any input. And it's really hard to plan a personalized vacation without learning about you and your family. So that's important to me. And it's also important to know what their availability is. A lot of travel advisors do this as a side hustle, so they're not going to be available during the day if they're a teacher or a nurse or have another occupation that keeps them busy and unable to respond during the day. Whereas I'm a work from home mom, so my availability is nap time and after bed. So, and if you text me at 8 o'clock in the morning while I'm trying to make breakfast, I'm probably not going to get back to you until my daughter goes down for a nap. You also have some agents who work 9 to 5, and once that 5 o'clock hits, they're done working. So they're not going to answer you if you're trying to book something after you've gotten out of work. So it's important to know what their travel availability is and what their travel style is. Do you want someone who's going to plan a minute by minute itinerary? I'm going to admit I used to be that person who planned minutes to minute itinerary. Then I had kids. Now I plan a little bit more of an easy trip. I try to hit my highlights in the day and I usually try to aim for 3 must-dos that day, and then have some, if we have time, options kind of as a backup. So we're not sitting there going, okay, now what do we do? But we're not sitting there going, oh my goodness, we're going to miss this. We have to rush. We can't take this time to enjoy this moment as a family. So that's my planning style, but you want to make sure that whoever you choose, their planning style matches yours. If you want something that's just completely hands off, you have nothing planned, go with the flow, that's going to give me anxiety. So I might not be the best for you. It's really, really making sure that you're finding a travel advisor who fits. And some of the ways that you can do that is to contact a few, have an interview with a few. Don't ask them for quotes. We don't get paid until you travel. So if you're just asking for quotes and price shopping, that's kind of rude. But if you wanted to set up a call and ask questions about if you're a good fit, I love clients who do that because I know that they, in the long run, we're going to develop a great relationship. And that's what this is about. It's about developing a great relationship so that, you go on this vacation, I learn what you like and you didn't like about it. And then your next vacation is even better. And the next one is even better. And then after you've booked years of vacations with me, I can just plan them for you. And you just give me a call and say, I want to go here on this date, and it's done. And I'll plan it based on your preferences because I already know them. So building that relationship, I think, is going to be really important in the years to come. Finding out if that person is a good fit for you really makes the difference. There's some different questions you can ask. If you do set up that call, you want to ask what their availability, their response time is, what their like I said, what their planning style is, what the process looks like. Ask them how they work and see if that process lines up with what you want it to be. Ask them what their favorite destination is. That's a really great way to get to know someone. Ask them about their favorite travel memories. And if it strikes a chord with you, then, that might be the best fit for you. I like to ask my potential travelers where their favorite place they've ever been is. I like to ask them what their bucket list destinations are. You want a travel advisor who's going to ask more of you than just what are your dates and what's your budget. Budget's important because there's some travel agents who will only work within certain budgets, only work with vendors who don't necessarily fit other budgets. So you definitely want to discuss that up front if you do have a budget in mind. Obviously your budget changes from vacation to vacation, but for whatever vacation you're initially talking about, you do want to discuss that with during that call. Also, it's really great to check out their social media. I post a lot on my Instagram about my travels, about my daily life with my daughter. And if you think that you want to travel with me after looking at my social media, then that's going to be a good fit. If you look at me and you're like, what is this girl doing? Then it might not be a good fit. So hopefully that helped you kind of figure out what's important when you're looking for a travel advisor. I will link to an interview I did with the Vacation Mavens, which is the #1 family travel podcast on Spotify, about the benefits of using a travel advisor. There's some really great tidbits there. Hopefully I don't need to push the benefits anymore. They're free and you get a ton, but you want to make sure you're choosing the right one, and that's going to make all of the difference for you. If you would like to schedule a call with me, I'll put a link to my calendar below. I would love to have a chat with you, see if we're a good fit. Even if you're not planning a vacation right now, let's just start chatting. Let's start dreaming. There's a big campaign out now that is Dream Now, Travel Later. And a lot of people are working on planning their vacations, and I have kind of a book of people who have planned vacations. They know where to go, where they want to go, what they want to do, and they're just waiting for when we know a little bit more about when we're going to be able to travel again to actually pull the trigger and book. It's important to know that for the next few days, most airlines are waiving change fees for any airline travel booked by May 31st. So a few days left where you can book an airline ticket that you can then change with no change fees if there's a second wave or anything happens. But you've booked with a travel agent, so you know that you don't have to worry about anything if it does happen. We'll make sure we take care of you. We have I have at least your best interest at heart. I want to make sure that you get everything back. I want to make sure you have a great time. I want to make sure you don't waste a penny on a vacation that you don't absolutely love. So thank you guys so much. I hope to see you on my calendar, and remember to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.